Joe Whitt Jr. he's very intense, and I smiled when I heard him say the exact same thing I said earlier. People begin to know what the guys in practice are doing against them, and it's a welcome to have them go against the New England Patriots. What you're going to see as a coach, these coaches are going to get a chance to now see who's retaining everything that they've taught them. They're going to see how guys react in different situations. Yes, guys get there and they start to cheat because they know what the steps are. They learn those things. But when you go against a new set of guys, you don't get that chance anymore. You don't get that little choice of, oh, yeah, I know what they're going to do. You have to go out there and play all of your fundamentals and go all through your head and be able to make the thing happen real quickly. Now, they're going to find out which young guys really got it, which young guys have gotten this stuff and now can just go out there and play the game of football. I said many times, when you're thinking on the football field, you're behind. If you're not reacting, you're going to have problems. They get the chance to see that now. And I think as the offensive coaches and the defensive coaches, they both see it. And then the thing of Dan Quinn talking to the coaches about improving stuff, and Joe recognizes it, like, it's not all about being right. You know, it's finding like the right situation, right solution. Coaches do sometimes feel because I said it, it's supposed to happen. And a lot of times when you say it, it doesn't happen. So this is that next step. They're looking at guys now. They're finding out who's doing things as they go against their teammates on a day-to-day basis, a daily basis. Hell, offensive players talk to defensive players after practice, and the defensive players are telling them what they're doing, so they're figuring those things out. Now you're going to be able to now take that next step and say, which guys stepped on that football field and ready to play? Which guys were able to just go out there and play the game? Which guys had to think about it? And if you start thinking about it against another team, because they are trying to make their football team, they want their coaches to understand. There is that thing when you're going against your own player, you don't want to hurt him. You don't want to do certain things to him. Even if you beat him, you don't want to embarrass him because that could be your friend. If your pass rush or your block can get that guy cut. So you pull back. When they go against the Patriots, they're not going to do that. And Joe's absolutely right. In these games, a lot of emotions flare. Hell, I'll be honest with you. I was in a lot of fights. Every time I thought somebody cheap shot one of my players, I wanted to get the player back. And if they kept doing it, then I felt then that they must want to go there. And I think the coaches kind of knew I reacted that way. I didn't just go out there and get into fights, but if you're doing something stupid and you're jeopardizing our season by trying to hurt one of my players, I'm going to fight you. I didn't care. And now the NFL has come down on people because of the fights. They're finding people and things of that nature, and I think Dan Quinn does run a good deal. But I say one thing. Dan is definitely telling his players, hey, we're not going up here to fight, but we're going to protect each other. And we're not going to take anybody's ish, okay? If they go out there and they bring something to us, we got to bring it back to them. Because not only are you trying to get better as a football team, you want to see how your team is coming together. Who's going to fight for their brother? Who's going to be there for their next man? And if you have to do something, everybody do it together. I don't want to see players in practice like that for sure. You know, and listen, I'm not saying go out there and do something stupid. You know, you pull off your helmet and start swinging your helmet, you're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble from the league and everybody else. And you could truly harm somebody. Don't want to see that. But as we get closer to this thing, we upgraded offensive line, defensive line. The two positions that I think are going to make this team go or not go. And now we get a chance to see guys on that football team that we know are good with New England and watch our guys go against them to see how it's going to happen. See if we have improved. When I'm watching out on the field, I think the defensive line has improved. But are they improved because nobody can now cut them? And my simple explanation is when you are a D lineman, you are a pass rusher, you are a linebacker, and you're rushing an offensive player in practice for sure with your own team, you know they cannot go below your waist. They are not going to do it, so you have a distinct advantage. But when you get into those games, even against New England, they may tell them don't do it, but hell, if they think you got an advantage, they're gonna do the thing that they know can nullify the stuff that you're doing. And once the game come on Friday night, they damn well will cut you. And I think a defensive lineman, once they understand that, they don't come with the same reckless abandon that they do. They slow it down a little bit. They play it a little bit more cautious than what they do in practice sometimes. So I can't wait to see if our D linemen have made that major step. Are they a lot better than they were last year? Because Joe stated it. It's not about just the D line or the linebackers or the defensive back. It's all of them working together. Last year, there were times when the D line held stout. Running back gets through, the linebacker wasn't there to make the tackle. Other times, I saw Saquon Barkley run right out the field and had Jeremy Chin coming, should have had him, boom, dead to his rights. He did not touch him. Didn't make the tackle. So everybody has to work together. The pass rush, everybody thinking, oh, it's just about the outside. No. How about the rush up the middle? How about the defensive back holding it? Cover your guy just a little bit longer to allow the guy to get home. So it's a lot of things that I'm looking for. And then we flip it, I'm looking for the offensive line. We did bring Laramie Tunsil in.
Dude, he looks great, too.
I want to see him against somebody else now. I want to see Laramie.
That's a big fella.
He's a big dude. I want to see this stuff. So I was asked earlier, what are you looking for? I'm looking for the O-line, D-line. Because if I see them get some move, some push, and I think they've gotten better, I believe this football team can get better also. Because they lead the way.
For sure. I don't think we're going to see Tunsil.
We're going to see him in the practices.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Wednesday practice more than I am the game. I think you may get more. You and I will see more in Wednesday game that's going to be helping this team throughout the year. Wednesday's practice than we're going to see on Friday.
Totally.
Because on Friday, we're going to see younger guys getting that opportunity to go out there and prove they can play. On Wednesday, we're going to see the nucleus, the base, the foundation of this team perform.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys don't get that same opportunity on Friday. So Wednesday is going to be a little bit more, going to show me more about what this team is than Friday will.
Totally. Have I told you what I think our setup is for Wednesday?
What's that?
Not totally confirmed, but the Patriots have, I think there's 2 Boston sports talk stations. And I think those guys get to set up, because it's in the stadium. You know what I mean? They got space.
They're doing it in the stadium?
I believe so, yeah. They have a practice field, too, but I think it's in the stadium. And I think we get set up kind of on a club-level platform watching everything. Oh. So think about it. We'll be able to see everything.
Yeah.
You know, when you're watching from the field level here, you get a really good view, but you don't get kind of that all-22 look.
Yeah.
So I don't know for sure yet, but I think that could be pretty darn cool.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I'm also curious about, and it's somebody you know. What do you think it'll mean for Izzo to be back up in New England for practices and stuff?
Not much. This preseason.
Yeah.
And he's probably been there before since he left there.
He probably has.
Yeah, so it's not going to be that big of a thing for him. But I'm ready. I can't wait for it.
Dude, me too.